I used to be in a, black nationalist movement when it came out.
Okay.
Okay, and you know what they taught, hate, hate, hate. But then I moved over to the west side of Cleveland, and I had to go back to the east side and tell them, my brothers and sisters, listen, man, them white folks got it over there a hell of a lot worse than we ever had it. Man, I mean, I just wasn't raised to be like,
Mike, is this the chord that you took out of here?
as we,
I It might hear you.
oh, okay, yeah. So uh, no, I'm not saying that, you know,
Okay, we on. So what I'm saying in school, I definitely can sympathize with where we came from as a people. Um, that's not something that I'm ignoring, but we're talking about incarcerated
right.
man,
You talking about the prison
and we're
system?
talking about, you know, I'm just gonna say I know a lot of people that's incarcerated. I've been with these dudes all my life. Trust me,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
just 15 years since the age of,
15
see,
years.
we going since the age of 13 all the way up to 38. I'm not saying because I've been there that I know more, but I know a damn lot because I was the same dude. I
Okay,
was the same individual that played cards, didn't go to school, um, BS around all day. Just didn't want to change certain ways about myself. I'm just telling you. And so, it's just an excuse. It was an excuse. But then I come out home and do the same. What saved me? It's not just God, but it was the fact that I educated myself on this bid. That's the only thing that saved me. Was God and the fact that I educated myself. Because I'm telling you that even I don't believe even if it just was God, let's just say, and of course I know He's the Savior of all things. He's divine. But without that education to take myself to certain levels to to go that route, I wouldn't be able to hold up the weight. I wouldn't be able to hold. I wouldn't be able to hold up the fort.
I understand where
You know where I'm at.
I
You've
can
been in
relate.
my
I can
place.
relate to where you're
Okay.
coming from because, see, that's what kept me out of prison. Okay, because I educated myself while I was in there.
Okay.
See, I wasn't sitting around playing cards, basketball, none of that bull crap. All right, I was in the law library. They was laughing at me. The other inmates was laughing at me. That's like we all did the same thing when we came in here. Okay, and I was in the library. I was in the regular law library. I was in the Bible. I educated myself. And when I got out, because I was supposed to do at least 10 years.
Okay.
But when I got out in 3 years, everybody that was laughing at me wasn't laughing no more. All right, because hey, I had to go see a parole board, but I was
You
working.
talking about the dude. So when you talk about
Yeah,
laughing, you talking about the
yeah,
individual, the
inmates,
inmates. You
the
talking about the
inmates, they was
inmates,
laughing
and
at
that's
me.
what we're talking about right
Right,
now.
they
The inmates was laughing
right because I
because the
was at the law library,
yes, yes,
trying to
yes,
work on my
and
case,
that's what I'm speaking on. We're
right.
speaking on ignorance.
But
We're speaking on rehabilitation.
but
So we're not talking about the probation officer. We're speaking on the
no, listen,
man that
no, that
goes down to prison and don't take advantage of the time that he have while he in prison, and then return back to society and be lost. Because one thing about society is that, or the world in general, it keeps evolving. It keeps moving. It keeps growing. When I went in, we ain't had no FaceTime. We had pagers. So can you imagine, saying how much time is stripped away from a man that don't even educate himself? He goes in there with a ninth grade, eighth grade education, and he don't even want to read.
right.
and then he come back home to society, and he don't know a damn thing. You more stupider than you was before you even went in.
Well, I don't like name calling.
I ain't calling. I mean, if it stick to you, then it stick. But I'm just saying, you're more stupider than you was before you even went in. Because now when you came out, this word and grew 3, 5, 10 times or 100 times more.
Well, when I went to prison, I looked at it as an opportunity for me to, number one, educate myself. Number two, build my physical,
Appearances up.
body up and that, physically take care of myself. Number three, hey, I can educate myself and work out and exercise and all of that for free. I didn't have to pay gas, light, or nothing. So I used the opportunity.
Let me ask the host, man. What you think about this subject we're talking about, man, right now? What's your viewpoint, man?
I got one thing to say.
Go ahead.
You didn't have to go to jail for that, Craig. No, that's just the joke on Friday. But
Let me speak.
yeah. Ah, yeah, that was interesting. That little kiddo. Like I feel like I don't know. I see it working for people, like I say, but then I see it, but then I don't. Some I know motherfuckers came out of there 40 plus on the way back. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, work. Then I seen some come out and with this focus, like get out the way. If you in the way of what I'm trying to do, watch out. I see that. Be like, damn, that they motherfuckers right here, you know what I'm saying? They doing what they gotta do to get where they gotta get. That's why, I look at it like I'm the type, I kind of find it hard to deal with certain kind of with certain people, with a lot of people, because I try to see where they at in their head mentally. You know what I'm saying? I try to see, okay, I try to figure that part out first. Like,
Word.
you know what I'm saying? Okay, could I have this person around me and I could talk to this person, and this person, in a good place, mentally or whatever. Like, and I see that. When I see that, I take advantage of that. Because you can learn from, I don't give a fuck. You can learn from a 2-year-old. Experience is a motherfucker.
It's funny you say that, man. Learning, and what I learned in prison was I didn't like who the hell I was.
Mm. Wow.
That's what I learned in prison. And I learned that by looking at everybody around me.
You know what? On that note, do you think about what you just said? You went in there and you said to yourself, you going through shit, and you sat there and you was like, I don't like this nigga right here. I could do a whole lot motherfucking better. I got to fix this motherfucker right here first. Just imagine if everybody said that. In or out of prison. Just imagine if everybody said, okay, like you see, you not in your best place. You see you not the best version of you. Instead of taking that and say, okay, this I can be a better me. I can do better. Let me focus on that instead of blaming everybody else for, the shit that I'm going through, or the person that I turned out to be. Figure out how to figure all this shit out. A lot of times, man, that what you just said is really, really needed. Like for a person to sit there and say, I don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Just sit there and just say that to yourself. But you look at yourself and be like, damn, I love me, but I don't like me. You know what I'm saying? So I got to do something about this with yourself. It start with you.
That's where real change come from, man.
Uh-huh.
It comes from looking within, without. Because sometimes you don't look in the mirror, but if you look around you, you see yourself in this person, that person, that person over here. He got a little bit of you too, and you get to looking like, I don't like him, I don't like him, I don't like that, I don't like, and then you take a bigger look and say, I don't like me.
Right.
Because all of these characters, and that's how I did in jail, man. I saw the loud mouth talking dude. I saw the dude over here playing chess. I saw the dude trying to be the bully. I tried the dude over here trying to be something that he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I saw the dude over here, and I was like, until I just looked in the mirror and was like, I don't even want to come out the fucking cell. And I stayed in there.
Yeah.
I didn't want to come out the cell, man. I mean, it's many a night. I took a hard bite of the apple, man. I was the type of dude, man, that will just stay in the cell, Mike. Not because I was scared to go out, but because I didn't like the false freedom that they was giving you when they open up the door. See, if you ever been locked up, you know they unlock the doors one at a time until they get around to the 200 door, and then about 200 men come out. All at the same, not all at the same time. They all coming out, boom, boom. And all you hear is doors just slamming and slamming and slamming because all of them trying to come out to get to the TV first. Just like it's the same stuff like out here, how you're running fast to get nowhere. They be running fast and literally not going anywhere. Think about that. So I stay in there sometimes, man, and I'll just let the door slam back shut. And then I think, damn, I missed the whole day. But I did it so much, it built character. It built something in me. I don't know how to speak to it, but I just know it built something different.
We got comment from Toya.
Okay, Toya, what's up, Toya? Give it to me raw.
Okay, she say it's based on the individual. I get, yeah, that's true, Toya. You know, it's
based on the individual. I definitely agree with that because I wasn't that person out there all the time. I came into that person. Like I'm saying, from yeah, I don't think I got to that person until maybe my 10th year. My 10th year.
You know, I see, and I'm only speaking from experience when it comes to what I'm about to say. I seen people that just don't see nothing. And I know this is gonna sound crazy. I seen people who just don't see no flaws in themselves after coming out.
Yeah.
Like I see, like, could sit and tell me, they did it.
The blame game.
Yeah, like
the blame game.
Like somebody actually put them in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about where I just sat down and talked with a person like, man, how you feel about doing all that time? What you feel about it? And they told me shit like, man, I'll do it again. I heard a person say that. Fucked me up.
But what do you think he meant by that?
I think it's some people that go to jail, man, that's really some motherfuckers.
Okay.
I think so. I think it's something like I say.
Basically, I ain't changing.
Yeah,
I'm still
people.
the same.
I think it's some people like, man, fuck that. Like, still move that same way.
I do it all over again.
Yeah.
Because I got to get mine. I got to do what I got to do.
Right, and you would think that a motherfucker trying to be tough. You would think that, but then you can see a motherfucker serious as fuck. This nigga mean that shit. Like, he'll go wherever, he'll do whatever he got to do to, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, my sister, I don't know what Natalie say. Exactly, bro. If we focus on growth, if we all focus on growth, okay, Natalie, I feel you on that. And that's what we got to focus on. We got to focus on a better you, a better me. We got to focus on that. You know what I'm saying? And it don't hurt to listen, and follow others' leads. It don't hurt. And I feel like a lot of us just, that it might be pride, because we feel like we just so this and that, but you see a motherfucker moving a certain way, thinking a certain way. I really don't mind. Hey man, fucking with a motherfucker like that, talking to a person like that, trying to get some pointers or whatever it takes, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it takes to help you grow. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it takes, you got to do it.
That's word. That's some good advice right there, man. Growth, growing into a better version of who you are. You got any more comments over there, man? People want to just tune in and touch bases on what it is for Black man, or even a woman for that matter, coming home after incarceration. What the challenges that they face, and and how can they overcome them?
First off, I want to say we got the Hardway on. Shorty popped up in here.
Okay.
What's up, bro?
Must be feeling better.
Can't wait to see you Thursday.
What's the percentages like, man? So when we started this thing, we talking about incarcerated man coming home. We talked about the men being focused, driven. We talked about some men falling by the wayside. We talked about recidivism and things of that nature. But what's the math on it? What is the math of 10 people coming home and how many being, that driven individual as you speak on, or how many being that individual that just don't give a fuck?
Mine is opinion. I'm gonna say shit, it's 7 out of 7. It's 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10 what?
That do the right thing.
7?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 7. I'm gonna say a lot of motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you, I see a lot of people coming out.
It's a big number there, bro.
Yeah, but I feel like I see a lot of people coming out and they doing what they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I see, but then I don't see a lot of people coming out with that fucked up ass energy.
Okay.
Well, I guess it goes basically, I guess, the age, I guess.
The age. That's a good point. The population,
right.
The age point. So maybe from what you're saying, I can't say I totally agree with that, because I'm looking at the whole picture, but the age group of maybe the 40s and better.
Right. We got some. Okay, we got
Come on, speak to me.
Buddy say no way.
Ain't no way.
Buddy say 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10. 2 out of 10 is what? Come on, speak to me.
Randall say 7 out of 10 going back.
7 out of 10 going back. Wow.
Okay.
Yes. That's what I wanted. I wanted to hear people's opinion.
Y'all tell me. I don't know. I ain't going.
No, but you said 7 out of 10 doing good. I just think from your personal experience.
Right. I'm speaking from my experience. I see, and when I say 7 out of 10. I mean, like, I know a lot of motherfuckers, man. I know a lot of people that go in and come out and they moving different. When I see people that get out, I see they moving different. They ain't, you know, they ain't really on that shit. And like I say, it got a lot to do with the age.
That's the age bracket.
You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna say a motherfucker don't. I ain't gonna say a motherfucker grow up, or I ain't gonna say a motherfucker don't grow up. But nigga get out of the going back and forth out there. At some point, a motherfucker. You see niggas. I see motherfuckers I knew at jobs and shit, working and shit and doing the right thing and shit. But then I like I say, I know motherfuckers is still in the projects hustling.
Definitely.
40.
See, I know that recidivism rate is different when you're inside looking out. You see them leaving and coming right back. You know what I'm saying? And you see them coming back like you look like, wow, you just left last month, but you just had 10 years. You back already? I don't care if it's a violation or a new case. You know what I'm saying? And then being in that environment where you know a lot of cats, because you don't just know them from just being in the streets, you know them really from the world of being incarcerated. And recidivism is high. It's very high. So I don't agree with the 7 out of 10 being successful or being driven.
Or Randall and Buddy say, yeah, right, it's the age. It do play a part, the age. Then Natalie say, probably older people, not in their 20s, 35. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Buddy say it's a mindset.
Buddy? Who is Buddy?
Buddy Huff.
Buddy Love. Oh, Buddy who?
Buddy Huff.
Oh, Buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Cincinnati, Ohio. My boy tuning in. That's okay. What's up. But yeah, it's definitely due with the age. I think also prison is saving people, man.
Yeah, on that note, Buddy say change start inside prison, not when you get out. Okay. Buddy Huff, Darnell, that's who it is.
Darnell. So Darnell Huff, man, I think that's one of my my partner, man. That's one of my partner, man. We didn't been in that same boat, man. We've been there together. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking like no 1-2 years. We talking about dime or better. You know what I'm saying? So, just hearing that name, you know what I'm saying? We come from it's definitely a different place. We'd have been in the war, in the jungle. You know what I'm saying? And we'd have been in the jungle, man. And I can tell you, yeah, it's some jungles in there, man. And I don't want to, speak on the jungle to say that I was, the hardest nigga, because I was scared as hell in some of them jungles because niggas was getting killed. And you ain't know if you was gonna you ain't know if you was gonna come out.
Prison. All right, cause hey, if a motherfucker come out here talking about they was running shit in prison, they line their ass off. Okay. Ain't no one nigga running nothing in prison.
Yeah.
Old school saying when no one nigga running the joint.
Yeah. Of course not. Of course not. It's but to speak to the prison life is just really, in essence, a whole bunch of scared men. Because anybody can get it. And half the time when war came, you ain't see it coming. So you had to just either, carry yourself with a lot of respect or stay in your lane. But, anybody can get it in there. So, yeah, of course, it ain't no one man running. I ain't even speaking about, running prison. I'm speaking about trying to come home and be a better version of yourself prior to going to prison so that you don't have to return.
That's on you. That's on the individual. Okay, you can't count on nobody else to rehabilitate you or assist you with your new mindset. That gotta be something you do. All right.
Okay.
Not.
And that's what I was trying to tell you early on when you got to talking about the probation. I was holding back, withholding information from. Man, you know what, man? I don't want to hear nothing else about no damn program because welfare got a program, Social Security got a program, all that shit got a program, and a lot of people just take advantage of the fact that it's a program and then won't even do anything else to better themselves, but just keep getting assistance from the program. Well, how do you feel about that, Mike, man? How do you feel about welfare, man? I Hey, my mother was on welfare. My mother was on welfare. I'm sure there's a lot of people that's looking at this show. Mother was on welfare. And the truth of the matter was, I was on welfare. So don't get it twisted. But it's the mentality that, for me, and I, say, and we say we're going to touch on a lot of subjects, but it's the mentality for me of how a lot of people that don't really need